What's going on, y'all? My name is Sidetracklarry, and welcome to my review of Dying Light 2. So, getting right into this. I love this game. This game is amazing. This game takes place after Dying Light 1. If you don't know what Dying Light 1 is, I don't know where the fuck you have been, but obviously it's been underneath a rock, and you have obviously got amnesia. Because Dying Light 1 is an alright game. This game is what the definition of rising from the struggle. Holy shit! This game kicks ass. This game is about being in the post-apocalypse, because Dying Light 1 is the apocalypse, going through the apocalypse. This game is about being in the post-apocalypse. You are somewhere in Europe. I don't remember or if it's somewhere disclosed, but it's not in Haran. Haran is the place in the first game. You take place in what looks to be the outer city, and then you go into the inner city. Either way, you play as a character. You don't play as the last character, Kyle Crane. You play as Aiden. Last name, that's story stuff, but his name is Aiden. You play as Aiden. You go through you're looking for your sister, and you're trying to help as many people as you can. You're known as what's called a pilgrim. Pilgrims are normally just murderers who are exiled from other cities, but for you, you're just a pilgrim because you're always looking for your sister. But that's beyond the point. We need to move on to this game of what this game did bad. And there's not fucking much. This game, the only bad thing I can say about it is the spawn points. So if you die and you respawn, it's kind of fucking ass, because you'll respawn certain areas you weren't meant to respawn in. So you have to respawn at checkpoints, not like checkpoints in normal games where it's like, the beginning of this area, there's a checkpoint. Autosave, right? No. You respawn at, like, safe havens. Like small safe havens or like big outposts. Either way. That is the shittiest part, because there's certain missions that are kind of difficult to complete, because if you die, it kind of causes you to have to do a bunch of bullshit and go through a bunch of horse shit to get through it. But in all, it's not too bad, but it's still pretty bad. Next, graphical glitches. Some of the stuff doesn't render properly. It's kind of asinine sometimes, but most of the time, it's fucking amazing, and it has no problem rendering. It's really good with that. Everything works, everything's great, except for those two things. But we're moving on to my favorite part of this video. What the game did good, and there's a lot, so I need you to strap in. Let's start off with something a little light. The fighting, the combat, the game mechanics of taking out enemies in this game. Whether that be random assailants, like fighting random people right here, or fighting infected. Either way, it's amazing, because the fighting is so smooth, it feels good, and when you low level, it's difficult to fight stuff because you're not as powerful. But when you get further into the game and you start leveling your character up, it actually becomes super easy to kill things. So you're fighting in hardcore infected, it doesn't feel like super difficult to kill to normal infected. You can just cleave them motherfuckers in one hit, and it's amazing. So the fighting feels fucking stacular, pentacular. I don't know how. I think I just made up a word. Either way, it feels amazing. Just perfection in fighting. Next coming up is the healing. The healing feels balanced. It feels good. You get to level up your healing. You have to go to a craft master, and you can level up your healing item, which the blueprint for your healing item, which is crafting bandages. And the higher level you're crafting your the bandages blueprint is upgraded, the faster it is, the better it is. And it's so nice to not have to worry that it's going to be the same bullshit healing. It's the same animation, but it's amazing the fact that it gets fast as hell when you're in higher levels, and you're able to heal yourself super quickly. It's amazing. It's just perfection when it comes to healing for this game. Then you have... Then we move on to leveling. This game does not go like it's super easy to level. It does not, and it's super hard to level. Leveling feels balanced. It feels good because you have to find these things right here called inhibitors. Inhibitors are essentially these injections that you stab into yourself. You get a couple of them and you stab them into yourself, and then you're able to get stronger, or you're able to get faster, or you're able. So it's either, but in the game, it's you either get more health or more stamina. Either way, it's amazing. It's so good. It makes it worthwhile. It doesn't feel like you don't need to. If you go get them and you're hunting for them, you actually feel like there's a purpose, because it doesn't feel like this like oh, it's barely that good, or oh, you only don't get health because only stamina is needed. But no, getting both is so good. More health means you survive longer. More stamina means you can move longer, and it's so good. It just, oh, put a good counter if you want, but God, I love it. It doesn't feel wonky. It feels just right. Like, you know, that perfect level of just, that is what it is. Exploring. The game rewards you for exploring. You can find random murals, like spray painted murals, all over the city, all over the outer city. You can find them everywhere, and they're so fun to find, because it's like, as you're wandering and looking all over the place for the stuff, you actually find these things just sitting around, and there's beautiful murals all over the place. And you can find more inhibitors all over the place. You can find more stronger enemies to fight. You can find all types of stuff. And the side missions are just spectacular. And they give you tons of them for exploring. There's parkour time trials. There's different types of side missions. There's missions that require you to go into certain areas. And it feels so good to do everything in the game. Exploring is so good, and like, the time in the game feels amazing. Nighttime feels terrifying. That's what I loved about the first one. The first one, nighttime was fucking scary. That terrified you. When you heard the beep 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 beep, shit was terrifying. In this game, there's no beep 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 beep. This game, holy shit. Dude, there is a big ass fucking bell, there's announcement sirens, and you hear boom, boom, boom. Dusk is coming, nightfall, 1 hour till nightfall. Good luck. And then that's it. And then the night sets, and then all the zombies come out, dude. It's fucking terrifying. Dude, you know how fucking scary it is? When you're just sitting there, looting some stuff, you forgot about nighttime, and you're sitting there, and all you hear is... And then you're like, oh, fuck! As you're just taking off, trying to get to a safe zone, and you're jumping, climbing everywhere, and all you fucking hear and see is just this fucking behemoth of a fucking creature just lunge past you as you dodge, and it's like, oh fuck, as you're just taking off down the road trying to get the fuck away from these creatures, which, if you want to know, this is what they look like. They're called volatiles. Holy shit, they're terrifying, my boy. And it feels good because that's what the game promotes. It promotes that you should be terrified of the nighttime. You should be terrified when that bell goes off. You should fear it, because them motherfuckers are coming for you. No hold bars. It's fucking horrifying, and it feels good. Good, my man. And that's coming up is the parkour. The parkour is seamless. It's smooth. It feels good. When you're low level, it's kind of, you know, a bit difficult to parkour because you have a stamina bar, as I said. so it's a little difficult. But as you get higher levels, it feels good to climb. You get super fast at it. You get extra stuff like double jumping and shit like that. It's wild, my man. Wild. It feels amazing and good, my boy. Parkour, you can actually learn in the leveling tree. When it comes to like leveling up, going with that point, and actually going with parkour, there's two trees. There's the parkour tree, and then there's the combat tree. In the combat tree, you get XP for fighting and taking on doing damage to enemies. In the other tree, you actually get XP and all types of stuff from all types of XP for parkour from just climbing, jumping around, and shit like that. It's super good. It feels natural. It just, as you're playing the game, you get XP, and it feels good to do that. Fighting zombies, you actually, it feels like a reason, because zombies give you like different types of pieces of like unnecessary stuff, like their heads. Essentially, when you get infected heads, you can actually infected samples. You can actually take them to the craft master and upgrade your stuff. So killing zombies is a major requirement through the game to get stronger and better equipment. So you're not just sitting there with this basic equipment. You actually have to find and build and upgrade your stuff over and over and over again to get stronger equipment. And going to the exploration again, you get like all types of stuff, dude. You get like, from the beginning of the game, you get a thing called a GRE key, which is right here, and it's super necessary for the entirety of the game. It's so necessary and useful to like get more inhibitors, to get all types of stuff, go into certain places that are restricted, that people call them dark zones. And these dark zones are filled with revenants and filled with volatiles, filled with all types of the infected, just stuffed in them, because most of the infected, all the strong infected, want to stay inside dark places so they don't get hurt by the UV rays from the sun, whereas the other ones that are weaker stay outside during the daytime. And then when the nighttime comes, that's when the volatiles and all the extra stronger zombies come out to play, and they start swarming the streets. And then you can actually go into the dark zones and explore easier. There's still some infected in there, but you can go in there and start getting more stuff, get stuff easier from them. It's still a pain in the ass because you still have to deal with all the infected outside during the daytime, but you know, it's alright. It's fun as hell to fight too. The parkour it won't get old. It's the best part about this game. It won't get old. Because in some games, exploring and jumping around, it gets old, it gets boring, it gets repetitive. But this game doesn't feel like that. The game doesn't restrict you from not having certain items for certain items. There's certain areas where you can't do stuff and you can't go get stuff because it's restricted by certain items. There is that. But you can go anywhere, dude. Explore anything. Go to every piece of stuff. It's beautiful. It's like the perfect exploration game that I thought I could never find. It's a game that I enjoy, and the story and the lore is just so good, and that makes my last point of what's good about this game. It comes to the story. The story is so good. The characters you lose make you cry. I cried like a baby at certain characters' deaths. Losing characters makes you cry, makes you sad, makes you depressed. Seeing characters be super strong and powerful and just break down from all the depressing shit happening around them. Characters don't feel one-dimensional. They don't feel like this, like these just bland, plain, same person characters. They feel so good because there's characters who they're angry, violent maniacs. They just want to rip people apart. But then when they hear that they have a son, they have a child that's waiting for them, they need them, and they realize that they can't be this anymore, and they change. They develop as a character. They develop as a person. It feels so fucking real. It feels so volatile. It feels so strong. Nothing in this game feels weak. Everything feels powerful. It just feels like when this game makes a statement, a character dies, a character's injured, a character's captured, it feels like it punches you in the stomach and says, you need to move your ass. And I love it. Oh, I love this game for that. I love how much it pulls on your heartstrings, how angry it makes you when it takes things from you. The ending of this game, I will not spoil it. Go play the fucking game. But the ending, I have expected the ending to be like I expected the game to choke near the end, but it didn't. It didn't. I love it. The game ended so good. It made me happy. This game made me so happy. This game has made me some of the happiest I've been in a minute to how good it is. It doesn't disappoint in any fucking category. With some of its like little gripes I have with it, it's still amazing. It doesn't suck. A lot of games nowadays, AAA titles, have been sucking dong at this with games. To name a few: Redfall, a AAA title that fell flat. Another game that fell flat. A Gotham Knights fell flat in his face. Cyberpunk 2077 when it first released. No Man's Skies in a couple recent years. Just personally, Remnant from the Ashes 2 kind of blows. But it is what it is. And you may be asking, Larry, I have a question. I'm like, what's your question? Well, how do you know this game is so good? You probably only played like 30 hours of it, right? You'd be wrong. I played 57.9 hours of this game. I know I have no life. God, I have no life. Oh, dear sweet Jesus, I have nothing in my life. I no life this game. I loved it to that degree. And another thing is this game worth the price that's been put on it? Now, some may say that it's not. And to those people I say, you don't know nothing. This game is priced at $59.99 before tax. To me, this game is worth it right there. Yes! It is worth the price. Buy it. Play it. It is worth it. It is an amazing, fantastic game that deserves so much love. It is perfection in game form, personified. Now that comes down to the rating of this game, and I've been giving the amount of praise that I should to it. Now we know how I do things, so I'm not going to bore you. Is the game good and well done? You goddamn right it is. Sorry, not the game. The story. Is it well done and good? Yes. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Is the controls good? Oh, you bet your sweet pippy it is. God damn, it's amazing. And is the tutorial good? The tutorial is amazing. It's fantastic. It's basic, but it's supposed to be like a tutorial. It's fantastic. Is the game fun all around? Yes. Yes, it is. The game is fun all around, and it comes down to the last point. Is this game replayable? Holy fuck. Christ on a cross stick. Holy blue Jesus the fuck. Yes! 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 This game is replayable as hell. This game is perfection, and it gets a 5 out of 5, but that's not all. This game does not just deserve a 5 out of 5. For how legendary this game is, for how fucking immaculate it is, it's getting a new part to the fucking scale of my rating scale. It is getting a platinum star. Not only is this game a 5 out of 5, but it is a platinum star. This game is a master class, master work of a game. And you should go out right now, buy the game, and put that bitch in your console and no life it for a couple fucking days. It's worth every second of it. God, I've rambled on this entire video, gushing about the game. But God, I love this game. Now getting down to the end of the video, guys, I want you all to know one thing. I really appreciate that we've gotten 32 subscribers. I am so thankful to all of you for watching my content and being a part of it. I really appreciate every single one of you for doing everything you can to comment on my videos, like my videos, hype up my page, and do stuff like that. And I'm really appreciative. And I want y'all to know, y'all are some of the best, most beautiful sons of bitches in the world. I know, even you, Spencer. Yes, you too, John. Yeah, you too, Emilio. I know. You're all ugly sons of bitches in reality, but to me, you're the most beautiful bastards in the world. Hold on, I need to wipe my face. I love you all. I love you all. Anywho, I love y'all. I know I'm being an asshole. Anywho, I love y'all. I love you all. I hope y'all stay safe. I hope y'all stay cool. I hope y'all stay classy. My name is Sidetracklarry. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Also, please do not forget to comment down what I should review next, or what I can do to improve my recording. I hope y'all know I am not putting video game gameplay of me playing the game in here, because I don't want that. I don't want y'all to see the game. I want y'all to go play it for yourself, see it from that, and do that, because the game is worth that much. Well, all games are like that. Go play it unless I don't recommend it. Then, unless you want to do what you're going to do. Anywho, as y'all said, y'all stay safe, cool, classy. Out here. Peace.